209, please.
19-year-old Blake Lehman and 20-year-old Levi Sparks have spent the last 3 years of their young lives inside these walls. And they could be behind bars for 47 more, convicted of felony murder in the death of their friend Danzel Johnson, though neither of them pulled the trigger.
What do you miss while you're behind bars?
Family.
Yeah.
Family. That's basically all it is, just family.
On the outside, their families haven't stopped fighting for their freedom.
Right now, it's like we're at a standstill. We need to keep the prayers going and just keep supporting these boys, and hopefully the Supreme Court will see it different.
Those are Blake Lyman, Levi Sparks, and Anthony Sharp Jr.
They're convicted of the crime of felony murder.
Yes.
And no other counts on which there was their convictions, right?
Correct.
So what happens?
My understanding is that they would be returned back to juvenile court, some of them would, to stand for a waiver hearing on just the burglary.
Finally, after years of appeals, their fight paying off.
This morning, the Indiana Supreme Court
overturned murder convictions
of 3 of the so-called Elkhart 4.
The Indiana Supreme Court overturns their controversial felony murder convictions.
Basically ruled that there was no way these young men could have foreseen that there would be a death, and consequently that the felony murder rule shouldn't apply here.
The young men now have hope for a chance at a real future, but they must wait to hear what their new sentences will be.
How do you feel about today?
Just nervous, real nervous, excited, yeah.
And on this cold January morning, the mothers of 3 of the Elkhart 4 are anxiously awaiting news of their son's fate.
What I'm hoping happens is they just, time served and they can come home.
But burglary carries a sentence of anywhere from 6 to 20 years, so they may still have a lot more prison time ahead.
Everyone back.
Hours later, the moment they've been waiting for, they emerge joyous. Lehman and Sharp are sentenced to 10 years in prison, Levi to 9, a fraction of the 50 years they'd been facing. And with time already served and time cuts for good behavior and completing his GED, Levi will be getting out in a few weeks.
We got justice today, and that's what we wanted. That's where we've been.
I'm very glad it's over.
April Erdos's final drive to Wabash Prison is here at last.
He's going to have all kinds of emotions when he gets out.
I was extremely nervous. Like, my palms got sweaty, I was in there shaking, and as soon as he said 9 years, I was like, and I knew I was going to be home.
I think I'm going to be speechless. I'm just going to hug him. Give him hugs like he's never had one before. You can see Uncle Levi. Oh, I see him. You're free, Levi. God,
Yeah, it's all over with. I love you.
A mother's heartache finally over.
Seeing the family again, all that, what kind of feeling?
how does it feel?
These are his first few moments of freedom.
God, I'm glad it's over. Oh.
I can't imagine what you're feeling.
God,
I know.
that place was hell.
A family road trip back to Elkhart, filled with simple pleasures.
What?
Phone calls from loved ones.
What is this?
A new
You want to
playlist.
sing it?
Nah, I'm not singing. No, I'm not singing. Absolutely not.
Levi, look at Mom.
And a first post on Facebook.
What are you doing?
I'm posting on Facebook. We have Levi on our way home.
Update their life.
All right?
But Levi's release is bittersweet. He's leaving behind his best friend.
Blake gave you a hug goodbye?
Mm-hmm. I'm
How much longer does he have?
He only got about 2 months left.
That's what I thought.
By the time they arrive in Elkhart, it's dusk, where more family and friends are waiting to share a dinner of his own choosing.
I already told everyone once I get out, I'm gonna jump right into Subway, so that's why we're here. We're gonna get a sweet onion chicken teriyaki with bacon, onions, banana peppers, jalapenos with sweet onion sauce, and ranch.
The Subway sandwich he's been dreaming about for years.
Yum. Here, no?
All right, bye. Bye, guys.
It's a great feeling, you know. Just thankful. That's what it comes down to. Just thankful that I got a second chance. There you go.
Haven't really had a chance to soak it all in yet. But I know it's going to be good. No, I can sit by my baby.
For Levi, his years served in prison, perhaps not time lost, but through self-reflection and wisdom gained, a life redirected.
But with this blessing, you know, I'm not going to start going out and doing stupid stuff again, you know. Like, I'm a grown man now, and I need to start doing what grown men do, and that's get their life on track and live a life in the positive way, and that's what I plan on doing, so.
For Nightline,
Say cheese, honey.
I'm Juju Chang in Carlisle, Indiana.
And we want to thank Juju Chang for that remarkable report, as well as Calamari Productions for their help with that story. We should also mention that just last week, the last of the Elkhart four, Jose Quiros, also had his felony murder conviction modified to burglary. He is expected to be released this fall.